Welcome to the President's Diary, your weekly look at the work and leadership of President Dr. Muhammad Irfan Ali in driving development and unity across Guyana. The president met with the families of the victims of the tragic bombing that occurred on October 26 at the mobile gas station on Regent Street. President Ali promised swift justice and confirmed that the Guyana Police Force has been interrogating the suspect. He also updated the families on the findings to date. In turn, the families thanked the president for the government's swift response. Following up on his promise to make Georgetown one of the most beautiful cities in the region, President Dr. Muhammad Irfan Ali announced that consultations with residents on the city's drainage development plan are set to begin on Monday, November 10th. This is part of the broader Rescuing Georgetown and City Revival plan. During a meeting with ministers and technical officials at the Office of the President on Tuesday, the president said that public consultations will continue for 3 weeks across various wards of the city and will eventually include other urban areas. The first phase will be the clearing and cleaning of the carpets.
So we're asking dwellers of the city to cooperate with the team as they seek to implement the first phase, and that is the clearing and cleaning of the carpets across the city.
President Ali met with representatives of the Ogle Airport Inc., the Guyana Civil Aviation Authority, the Transport and Harbors Department, the Ministry of Public Infrastructure, and the Ministry of Public Utilities to discuss the level of service at Ogle Airport and the ferries across the country. On Tuesday, the president also addressed the Low Carbon Development Strategy LCDS 2030 Multi-Stakeholder Steering Committee.
If the hydro project was not derailed by the then APNU AFC opposition and government, today we would have had the largest per capita clean energy population in the world. From that foundation, Guyana has moved from being doubted to starting to become a model that others study. Today I can say, without a shadow of a doubt, that we are a global example, a global model.
The president also met with members of the Guyana Council of Organizations for Persons with Disabilities at State House, where discussions focused on ways that the government can continue enhancing the lives of persons living with disabilities in Guyana. High on the agenda were initiatives to support children's education and adults' standard of living. In an interview on Wednesday, the president highlighted a few relief measures citizens can expect.
We're going to give, like we did in the forest crop, another $300 per bag subsidy. That will be an injection of more than $2.7 billion to our rice farmers. We're going to give $150,000 to every fisher folk out there.
The president spent the remainder of the week in Belém, Brazil, where he attended the COP30 summit. In his address to world leaders, the president called for fairness and balance in the global energy transition, warning that a sudden ban on fossil fuel would be unjust to developing nations.
Does the world still need fossil fuel? Can we meet the energy gap, energy poverty, and power the new world driven by AI without fossil fuel? The question is, how do we find the balance?
The president told the world leaders that while the global shift toward clean energy is vital, developing countries must not be left behind. He noted that fossil fuels still account for more than 80% of the global energy and that a one-size-fits-all approach would only protect wealthy nations while punishing emerging producers.
If we commit ourselves to shun extremism and instead promote collaboration, if we make our bureaucracies accelerate innovation, not trap it, if we unleash the financing options that are affordable and available, then more than 30 years after Rio, Belém will be the turning point when the world moves from promises to progress.
And that's a wrap on this week's edition of the President's Diary, where we highlighted the work and leadership of President Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali. Thank you for watching, and do join us again next time.